Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? Did you guys all miss me? I know you did. Again guys, I apologize for the lack of videos. It's just, once again, because of my work schedule, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of vlogs. But that will soon change, because from now on I will do a lot more vlogs and unfortunately less reviews. The reason for that being is when I uploaded the Dragon Dagger review on YouTube, I noticed in the featured section a lot of Dragon Dagger reviews from different Power Ranger fans. So, what are you doing, kitty? Kitty, what are you doing? I know. Check out. This is my cat. How you doing? See? Look at you. Alright, get down. So anyway, I noticed in the featured section there were a lot of Dragon Dagger reviews from a lot of Power Ranger fans. And to me, I just felt like, you know what, I think it's time for me to not review Power Ranger toys anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do reviews of Power Rangers as well as Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, but not as often. Like I said, the reason for that is, the fandom has exploded, particularly after Saban bought the franchise back. Prior to that, I can do Power Ranger reviews with no problem, but now that there's more reviewers out there, I guess I'm not really needed anymore, because I'm pretty much left out in the dust. Because for one thing, I have a busy work schedule that doesn't leave me a lot of time to do reviews on maybe Wednesday and Thursday, which by the time then most Power Ranger toys already come out, and some of them already been reviewed by Power Ranger reviewers on YouTube already, so it doesn't really fit the purpose for me to try to upload another video of that product that's already been reviewed by multiple Power Ranger fans out there. Like I said, the fandom has really grown, particularly since Saban bought the franchise, so for now on I guess I'm not really needed. Well, like I said before, I will do Power Ranger reviews, but not as often. I'm just going to do the more important ones, like for example the Legacy Dragon Zord, which will be coming out in June or July. Once I get it, I will do the Legacy Dragon Zord, even though there are a lot of people that will do that review. So, then same with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. And speaking of Kamen Rider, I am going to do some reviews that have been scheduled already. I'm going to do the Kamen Rider Kabuto SH Fig Art Renewal, as well as the Kamen Rider Kabuto Figurize 6 model kit. Yes, I'm a big Kamen Rider Kabuto fan. What can I say? It was my first Kamen Rider series that I watched back in 2006. So I'm going to do that. As well, I'm going to do a lot of Super Question Time videos as well. So if you guys want to put any questions, please post them in the comment section below. As well, I'm going to do some video game gameplay commentary as well. I just bought a Hauppauge HT PVR 2, which I will be getting in about a few days. So once I install it, next week when I have my day off, I will do some commentary on a video game. Well, actually, the video game that I'll be playing, as well as talking commentary about what's going on in Power Rangers and all the other nerd stuff that's been going on. Anyway, let's get started now, shall we? The episode responses and awesome Power Ranger news. First off, I want to talk about the Power Rangers Super Mega Force episode, the weeks-long episode since last week. Nickelodeon aired the Kids' Choice Awards. The episode titled Spirit of the Tiger, as well as a Power Ranger legend returning to the convention scene, the triumphant return of Austin St. John, aka, well, that's not his real name though. His real name is Jason Sager. He will be coming back in the convention scene again after so many years. The last convention he did was the first ever Power Morphicon, and that was in 2007. And it's great to see that he's coming back to the convention scene. He'll be attending many Power Ranger as well as regular comic book conventions. He'll be doing the Florida Supercon, which was announced, as well as the Phoenix Comicon, ComicPalooza, as well as the Power Morphicon 4. Apparently, Jason David Frank will not be attending all of them. Strange, isn't it? But anyway, let's talk about the Power Rangers Super Mega Force episode, The Spirit of the Tiger, featuring very special guest, the triumphant return of Jason Smith, aka Casey, who played the mentor role. Now, Casey, of course, is the original Jungle Fury Red Ranger from the 2008 series Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Now, it's kind of sad, really, that he is pretty much the only Disney-era actor in a Neo-Saban era season. I wish there were more Disney-era actors, but unfortunately, I guess they couldn't find any. I mean, the reason why Jason Smith is there is probably because he was one of the writing teams in Power Rangers. He wrote some episodes of Samurai as well as some for Super Mega Force. So, because of course he's more convenient that way, I guess. So, I guess they probably talked to him about it. So, anyway, it's really interesting to see Casey coming back in a more mature way. I mean, Jason Smith acting, I would say, was average when he started in the series Power Rangers Jungle Fury, but his acting now has been improved tremendously, and it's really awesome to see Jason Smith as the mentor role for Emma and Jake in this episode. It was really awesome. There was some, kind of downsides to this episode, of course. Troy being a douchebag in this episode for some reason. We only use weapons. It's like, dude, you were trained in martial arts. I guess no wonder he is kind of distant with the team. I never see him hanging out with Jake and Noah for some strange reason. But anyway, I like the fact that Casey again is being kind of the mentor role for the two Rangers, Emma and Jake. Sam trying to unlock their animal spirit. I like the part where Casey tells the two Rangers, Jake and Emma, that you have the spirit of the snake, and Emma, you have the spirit of the phoenix, which is kind of odd because the phoenix is not a real animal spirit, I guess, because it's not really an existing animal. I mean, a lot of the Power Rangers Jungle Fury, they had animal spirits that were based on actual animals. Emma is not really based on a real animal; it's just based on a fictional animal. Although, then again, Daishi was a dragon, so it's doesn't really make any sense. But hey, what are you gonna do? But anyway, it was an awesome episode. I wish there were more episodes like this in Super Mega Force, but unfortunately they're not. But like I said, it's really cool to see. They had like a flashback of his past, of Casey's past as the Jungle Fury Red Ranger in the first episode. No, actually, I think it was the second or the first episode of Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Of course, you see the footage, wide up in HD, which originally was just standard HD, but they kind of widened it a little bit just to fit the screen. Because as you guys probably know, they didn't went to HD when Samurai came along. Disney went standard definition. They didn't went HD or anything. This one, once Saban bought the franchise, is when they went HD. So anyway, it was a really awesome episode. I can't wait for the Silver Ranger premiere when it comes out this week. So I'm going to tell you guys the triumphant return of Austin St. John, aka Jason Sager, I think. Yeah, that's his name. Jason Sager's actual name. His triumphant return back to the fandom. My response to that, I think it's awesome that he's finally returning. Maybe probably doing a lot of more conventions now more often, since I guess he's having more free time now on his hands than he was. Since from what I've heard, he was in the Middle East doing some actual hero work, you could say. So it's really awesome to see him coming back again as well. And of course, it gives us a lot of possibilities as well. Now that Power Rangers Dino Charge will make a debut next year, probably some Saban branch representatives will go to that convention and probably will ask, his information and if he wants to return to the show. I think it'll be really great to see him coming back in Dino Charge. And of course, I'm really, don't get me wrong, I love Jason David Frank, but I'm just getting really tired of him already. It's good to see a fresh new Power Ranger actor coming back to the convention scene like a lot of others did in the past, like Steve Cardenas, as well as David Yost, of course, coming back to the convention scene. As you probably know, he was an unknown. He was pretty much under the radar. And now David Yost is coming back and attending all these conventions. So it's really awesome to see him coming back. And speaking of Jason David Frank, yes, I know about the whole thing about him trying to avoid Austin St. John. Originally, he was going to do the Florida Supercon appearance, but once the announcement that Austin St. John was going to return and going to his first convention, which is in so many years, Power Rangers Power Morphicon, going to the Florida Supercon, Jason David Frank immediately canceled, stating that he wanted to spend more time with his daughter, which is kind of strange because he's usually with his daughter Jenna a lot in these conventions. And also there's some rumors that he has an exclusive contract with WonderCon, stating that he cannot go to any of their conventions other than that, which is kind of odd, really. I don't think he would sign such a contract like that, because I guess he would like to go to different conventions, which is, I don't believe that. I think it's just a matter of trying to avoid him as much as possible. I mean, if you guys look at his videos, of Jason David Frank's videos, he does not like Austin St. John. I mean, he bashes him like crazy in a lot of these YouTube videos. Well, not anymore, not like he used to. The more recent ones, he doesn't really say much, but in the earlier videos, when he first started out in the convention scene, Jason David Frank talked smack on Austin St. John about how he's a phony and and all that stuff, and and how he's didn't really do all these things, and he wants to challenge him to a cage match fight, Battle of the Rangers, and all that stuff. And I think it's just really ridiculous. I think he should bury the hatchet with him and try to kiss and make up and try to move on, because of course once Austin St. John comes back to these conventions, there will be fans out there that will ask a lot of these questions between him and Austin St. A lot of these questions between him, Austin St. John, and Jason David Frank, and they will bash him like crazy. And of course, Austin St. John will probably take it all this stride, because if you look at a lot of these videos, particularly the Power Morphicon, the first ever Power Morphicon, he does it with class. I mean, if you see in one of the videos, he said a really nice thing about Jason David Frank, that he is a really awesome fighter in his own right. And when you see Jason David Frank, he says that he's nothing but a phony. I wish he'd just kiss and make up and just move on, because for a guy that has a t-shirt that says Jason didn't tap, he doesn't seem to know the morals of to learn to forgive and to forget. So it's really kind of a shame in Jason David Frank's part. Don't get me wrong, Jason David Frank is an awesome guy, but I think his ego is getting in the way of this. I think he should just settle this now and try to, at least, because let's face it, these guys are, let's face it, I think Austin St. John will be doing a lot of these conventions now, because of course Power Rangers has become very popular, and of course now he knows this. He'll probably take advantage of that and will probably do a lot of more convention scenes now. So I think it'll be a lot better if these two would just, again, kiss and make up, move on, so we can have two really awesome Ranger legends you know, going to these panels side by side and talk about how awesome Power Rangers is and will be in the next 20 years. So, alright guys, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. As well, subscribe to my YouTube and Facebook channel. This is Sentai22, and thanks for watching.